It's my birthday! Yes, it is my birthday. I am 30 and it is also week 4, so let's do this update. So you're probably wondering why I'm up right now. I am doing a buttload of meal prepping. I've been doing it all week, but I'll get into that a little bit later. I am in uncharted territory right now. The longest I've ever done, or the longest I've ever been successful on 75 Hard is 25 days. And today is day 28, right? If we're at week 4. Yeah. So it might seem small, but I'm freaking out because I've never made it this far. So I did not feel this week. I kind of sort of had a close call on Thursday. So we attend an art group on Thursday nights. And because of school, I've always had to leave at 8 o'clock. And since I'm out of school, we decided that we were going to be adventurous and hang around until later, just to hang out and talk. And then on the way home, I was like, oh no, I didn't do my other workout. So we went for a walk at like 9:30 at night. All right, it is 9:47 and we are out for a walk. But it was cool. The hardest part of this week for me has been stressing about this upcoming trip we have. We're going to be getting together with Todd's side of the family. And so, like, for me, 75 Hard has been easier for me because I've been like confined in my own little bubble. And it's one thing to have that, but then to try to take it on the road, I'm nervous about it because there's so many things that are out of my control. So that's just been the hardest part this week for me, is like, okay, what can I do to make sure that I set myself up for success as best as I can? All right, so this might seem extreme to some people, but there's this saying that goes, a failure to plan is a plan for failure. And the last time I attempted 75 Hard, I touched on this a while back. The last time I failed, I was at a game night and someone offered me a chip and I just took it without thinking. And so this time around, like I've said it before, I am not playing games. This time around, I refuse to be tripped up by food on this trip. So I am bringing food with me because I don't want that to be an area of concern for me. All right. Sweet potato chips. I have, I know that most people in America would say these are plantain chips, but growing up in a Jamaican household, this is plantain chips. So I have these. Chips are so good. Goodness, I love them. These also, if you can't tell, I love snacks, so I'm bringing a lot of snacks with me. Haven't tried these before, but I'm interested to try them. These are my favorite Larbars, the pineapple upside down cake. So yeah, I got snacks. I got snacks on snacks on snacks. I also have sauces that I'm bringing. Syrup that I'm bringing, like I'm not leaving it up to chance. I'm also meal prepping because the way that this trip works, we are responsible for our own breakfast and lunch, and then every household has a dinner night. So I am meal prepping for my breakfast and lunch, and then also for situations where I might not be able to eat what is made for dinner. This might seem extreme to some people, but I am really not playing games this time around. I'm trying to see this through. And hello, hi. TSA is going through my stuff. You leaving? Okay. Really want to see this through, and so I am trying to set myself up for success as best as I can. I am still reading the Malala book, at the part where she got shot and she's in the hospital. And so it's starting to pick up a little bit more, but for a while, this is a Run Disney reference. It's like the difference between running in the parks when everyone's like, yeah, go for it. And then there's like you running on the long stretches of highway with like nothing in sight. So that's what it felt like reading, but now it's sort of picked up, which is nice. So I'm still reading the Malala book. The most fun workout this week, it's not that it was fun, but it was just nice to get my outdoor work. It's been nice to get my outdoor workouts done when the sun is out. because I've done the outdoor, I've tried to before when I was working to get my outdoor workout done at like 4 o'clock in the morning, but like it's dark outside and there's a whole bunch of weird noises in the backyard. All right, so I'm all done. There it is. There's that sound again. What is that sound? I kid you not. There was one time I was indoors, I was on the treadmill, and I look out the window and I was like, is that a group of deer just walking down the street? And it was deer just walking down the street. So I've just been always like kind of nervous about being outside when it's dark, but to be out there like when the sun's out and getting to take my mat out on the back deck, it's been nice. Best meal I ate. So I like to do this thing where I take Granny Smith apples and I slice them up and I get sunflower butter and cinnamon and raisins and like mix it together and then dip the apples in it. I like it. People think it's weird, but I think it's really good. So they didn't have my regular sunflower butter at the store, so I found this one and it was surprisingly very good. I've enjoyed it. So having that little snack with this new sunflower butter, has been nice. So what did I learn this week? So like I mentioned earlier, I've been stressing about wanting not to fail on this trip because, you know, there's going to be like factors out of my control. But I mean, that is one of the points of 75 Hard is like being able to do things even when life gets hard. So that's just something that I'll have to get through. But one thing that it made me think of is my pastor's message on Sunday. He did a Father's Day message, and in that message, he talked about the qualities of leaders. And one of the qualities he mentioned was that leaders entrust. And what he was referring to was in Acts, where Paul was in his letter to the Ephesians. I'm trying not to butcher, what he said. In Acts, in Paul's message, in one of Paul's messages to the Ephesians, Paul's basically saying, like, okay, I've given you this example of how to do things and how to live and how to be, and now I'm entrusting you to God. And I don't mean it to say that I'm this big leader or whatever, but I can look at myself and say, well, you've done it this far, you've made it this far, the habits are established, so you just got to keep on going. And so I am this upcoming week, I'm going to entrust that I will say no to temptations and keep my eyes on the prize, even though I'm not going to be in my own little bubble that I can control. All right, so that is my update. I am going to continue with my meal prepping, and I will see you all next week.